Hi everyone, this is Dango here from Rocky Valley server. In this video, we are going to talk about the future update in Chinese server. So first, we are going to talk about the 3-cost scale that is coming to the Chinese server. So this time, they will bring Angelina's 3-cost scale, they will bring Yusuke's 3-cost scale, and Landius' 3-cost scale. So Angelina has a very interesting and strong 3-cost scale. This is a scale that deals AoE damage to enemies within 3 lands, and then it will deal this damage dealt is 0.2 AoE damage. So the damage dealt is not very high, but importantly, it can actually knock down all the enemy within a region by 3 spots. And if Angelina is in water, for example, if Angelina used her like move again skill, she is considered in water. But if that is the case, then you will actually have 20% to freeze the enemy for 1 turn. And if you are hitting more than 3 enemies with this skill, you can actually move again. And this move again skill can only happen 1 time in 1 turn. So if you are using like cloud enchant, maybe you can use this like skill 2 times in 1 turn, but you can only move again for 1 turn. So this is basically a very, very interesting skill. Angelina, although Angelina can be very aggressive, can be a tank killer, but Angelina is always a more interesting, like skill-based, supportive and aggressive units. So this is going to make Angelina's control ability even better. So I really love this skill. I think this makes Angelina very, very strong. Angelina should definitely carry this skill. Yeah, this is. I think maybe this is a five cooldown skill, but maybe it is longer. I do think this is a very strong skill. We have to see like these 3 land is like 3 times 5 or 3 times 6 or 3 times 4. Yeah, because it actually matters because depends on if you can hit like 3 more enemy, you can move again. Move again is what I considered as a top level skill. So this is why I think Angelina's 3-cost skill can be very interesting. So Yusuke's 3-cost skill is also pretty interesting. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is not bad. So this is basically a 1 times 4 scale damage, which is pretty okay, I guess. And this is a 2 range scale. So if you are attacking with a melee troop, the troop can actually attack with you. And if you are in a transforming state, if you don't know what is transforming, you can check my Yusuke's video. I have talked about it. So, but if he is under transformation state, this scale range is actually +1, and then this scale can deal extra 30% of damage. And if you kill the enemy with that skill, the cooldown of this skill actually reduces 3. So I suppose this skill is also a 5 cooldown skill or a 4 cooldown skill. We will see. And then if you are not killing enemy, on the other hand, it will actually apply basically like cannot be healed buffs or cannot be healed debuff to the enemy lasting for 2 turns. And this buff is not you cannot remove this buff. So this is basically a non-dispellable debuff, so which is pretty strong. I mean, it is a solid. Yusuke is known as one of the best single target attacker, and this skill just makes Yusuke's single target ability even better. So I do think this is a solid and interesting skill, and I do think Yusuke is going to carry this skill because remember that transformation skill is a 1-cost skill, and Yusuke will always carry that transformation skill. So yeah, previously people were having trouble about awakening Yusuke because there isn't really you really don't have like 2-cost skill for Yusuke to print. Now that Yusuke has a very interesting awakening skill, yeah, so he will definitely carry this skill all the time. And I do think this makes Yusuke even stronger. So still, I mean, the banner for Yusuke is coming. I'm going to say, even if you are free to play players, try to summon 1 copy. I think you will actually regret if you don't have 1 copy of Yusuke. He is very, very interesting in season 3. Yeah, you don't have to use him in season 2, but he is going to be very interesting in season 3. So the other skill is for Landius. So I mean, Landius has a non-replaceable one cost skill. So people were getting concerned about his three cost skill as well. And yeah, it is just Landius is going to be an even better tank. That's it. So this three cost skill is nothing really unexpected. It's basically a better version of the like tranquility, like the guard skill of land use. So it provides everything that skill provides, but also it can after you actively use this skill, I mean the guard range increase to like 2 range, but also all of the enemy within 2 spots will not be able to trigger move again skill. And remember, when I define a good character or good skill, I say move again is very important. So when I, talk about, if you have a very good tank, what he can do. Yeah, if he can, disable that ability, then that is a good tank. Yes, land use can do that. This skill now can make sure your enemy cannot receive move again if the enemy is within 2 spots from land use. So that is actually a very, very defensive and supportive skill. And yeah, so basically the other part, there is one additional thing for this skill is that he cannot be kicked. Yeah, so he cannot have any, spatial, yeah, you cannot kick Landius basically. He will stay there. So, I mean, I would say this is a solid guard skill that is not super broken, but I would say very fit land use. So land use is still going to be the best tank in this game, I would say. So these are all the three cost skills for the Angelina, Yusuke, and Landius. Definitely all looks pretty solid. I do think all of these characters in PvP battle, they will need to carry that skill. In PvE, it's like, oh, yeah, I still like in Chinese server, the PvE is less and less challenge. They still yet to develop a more challenging PvE content, so I have no comments on that. The game is definitely towards more PvP focused at this point. And yeah, so the other thing is that really they released the upcoming crossover, this Laudis of God record of Laudis work. So they released all the characters and their skills. So amazingly, Wiki Grazer, they already updated all the talents and skills. So I'm going to link this talent and skill in my video so you can have a check. So basically, there are going to be 4 characters. Asuman is one. He's in Dark Strategy and Time Faction. And Deedlit is one. She's in Princess, Orange of Light, and Time Faction. And she is the most OP character of all the of all these crossover events. And the other is Poran, and Poran is actually a very interesting character as well. So he is basically Lex Matthew. When you farm him to 6 star, he actually jump from SR unit to SSR unit. So by the way, these 2 characters, Asuman and Deolit, they are like you need to get them from summon. So they are SSR units. Poran start as a SR unit, but if you farm him to 6 star, he will actually turn SSR units. Basically, this is a free SSR unit, I would say, to like all the players. So I think that is pretty good. The other like Peteris, yeah, Piritis, yeah. So she's also SR unit. I think she should be a free unit as well, but I don't know yet. So yeah, and she's in Meteor Dark and Time faction. And yeah, this pawn is in like Orange of Light, like Protagonist and Time faction. So in this way, because all the information is available in Wikigresser, I'm just going to briefly discuss this character, and then I will spend more time to talk about Deedlit, because she's one of the PvP relevant character. So this character is basically assassin. You can tell from this Meteor faction as well. I don't think she's going to be super strong. This character is going to be, I would say, a very traditional like sword and cavalry character that is has all the basic skill and the utility. And yeah, this character is basically a cavalry and dragon master yeah character. So, but this character is a infantry and mage character. So this infantry is more like Yulia's infantry land. So it is still based on intelligence. So yeah, so basically, the first two part is a mage. Yeah, it's a mage land. This is an infantry land. I would say in PvP battle, you probably want to keep her as the mage land, but her talent and skills actually censored very, very well. She's going to be one of the top tier supportive mage, basically a similar role to Ritual. And let's check out her talent. So basically, before attacking for every block, this is not before attacking actually. So there is a little bit of translation issue. Yeah, you don't have to attack here. So basically, her talent is so because yeah, I will just go to this side to make sure this is the most accurate information, and I will let S2 know this is not before attacking. So basically, without before attacking, every block she moved. For every block she moved, intelligence. I don't think there is defense here. There shouldn't be defense here. Oh yeah, there is defense. So yeah, for every block she moved, her intelligence and defense increased by 2, 4, 6, 8% by for each spot she moved, and this is a maximum of like 6, 12, 18, and 24%. So basically, if you move like 3 turns, then this increase in intelligence and defense will be applied at the end of the turn. So this is very different from Leon, or the other characters. This increase in intelligence and defense is applied at the end of their turn. So this buff is not immediately available. So, but this is actually stronger because check out her second part of the talent. When the turn ends, if she is in a danger zone, so this is basically she is in range of the enemy's range. So if you turn on a red danger zone, if she's inside the enemy's danger zone, she can actually and if she is not if she didn't deal any damage in the previous turn, then she can actually act again, and then this act again can allow her to like either use a supportive skill or attack. So this is very very strong. Again, when I check, when I discuss a character, if if my standard is if you can move again, if you can convert defense or like magic defense to attack, or if you can convert attack to defense or magic defense, or if you can, yeah, basically, yeah, or if you can have extreme mobility. Yeah, these are like three standards that I see a character is strong or not. So just from her talent, Deedlit, she is already very strong, right? She can basically this just because it's just because this move again is so easy. It's so easy to get. You just have to stay in a danger zone for 1 turn, and then you can even if you want to plan defensively, you can even first turn you move up and then use a supportive skill, and then you move back and use another supportive skill. So this is basically a very, very, very strong talent. And it's actually censored extremely well with her skill. So I'm just going to talk about the important skills of Detroit that's relevant to PvP. So she has Gospel, yeah. She is the third unit in Langrisser mobile that has Gospel. How strong gospel is, well, you guys will figure out how strong gospel is like very, very soon. Gospel plus Yulia is one of the very, very strong combo in this game. So, people pick Ritual not to attack, not to heal, but to buff Yulia. This happens a lot. And yes, she is going to be the best supportive unit for Yulia, to give Yulia like gospel. And not only Yulia, but also the other characters when they don't have faction buff, gospel is very strong. It provides both the like intelligence, attack, and also defense. So very very strong skill. So she is the third unit that can cast the gospel. And again, don't forget her talent. She can actually move again after cast the gospel. And the other crazy supportive skill is Sea of Miracles. So this is basically a skill that has 4 utility. First utility is remove 2 debuffs. Second utility is heal up to 2 times intelligence, and then reduce all of the skill cooldown by 1. This is by far the second skill that is involved with reduce cooldown. This is very, very good. And then you actually gain 15% increase in damage dealt for 2 turns. Wow, this skill is, I don't know the cooldown of this skill yet. I think this has to be a 5 cooldown skill. But if even it is 5 cooldown skill, that skill looks broken to me. This is too strong. Yeah, this is too strong. Don't forget, she can move again. You know, if you move again, this is basically cooldown -1. So yeah, I really don't know. We have to see what is the cooldown of that skill. It could be too strong if this cooldown is below 5. Yeah, I think it has to be above 5 cooldown. And the other skill that she has that is very strong is aggressive skill. So this aggressive skill is basically a 1.6 times damage, and then when you are carrying melee soldier, they can also attack with you. So basically, this is a 2-range skill. This is her sword line, and then melee troops can attack with her. Very, very strong. So, and also before battle, she actually gain a buff. All the terrain within 2 blocks is considered as forest tile for allies. So basically, this buff will last 2 turns, and all the ally units surround Deedlit, yeah, Deedlit, yeah, will, they will be able to receive all the benefits from forest, and then their mobility will not be limited by forest. So if you have, cavalry units around Deedlit, they will not be limited. They will not have like mobility penalty in forest tail. This is very, very strong supportive and offensive skill. So basically, what you can do is what you can, move up your Deedlit and then cast a Gospel or cast this miracle, Sea of Miracle, and then use this offensive skill, right? Very, very, very strong. And then uh, it just provides such a good chance for you to have any follow-up attack. Yeah, I do think this is a top tier unit, and this just makes Princess faction, Orange of Light faction, and Time faction stronger. I think she has very, very good synergy with Yusuke as well. So yeah, and the troop that she can use is actually, oh my gosh, she can use Unicorn. Oh my, wow, wow, she can use Unicorn. Wow, that's very strong. Unicorn has all the, Unicorn is basically a unit that will not receive any penalty on mobility, and is the best offensive um, unit that deals magic attack. Yeah, this is a troop that actually deals magic attack. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. So I do think she is going to be very relevant for PvP. So this character, the Wiki Gracer didn't include. Yeah, this is very. His troop is very regular. There is nothing very special here. Highland Warrior, Dragon Knight, Wing Warrior, nothing very special. And for this guy here, yeah, nothing special. Yeah, so I do think only one of these 4 characters is very relevant for PvP, but she's going to be very, very relevant. Especially, Orange of Light is already very strong. Princess Alliance is stronger and stronger, and Time Faction is always very relevant for PvP. So yeah, we will see how people in Chinese server are going to use Deedlit. So yeah, and this is definitely going to be one of the crossover events that a lot of people are, really getting excited about. So this is all about today's video. I hope you find enough like useful information here. If you do enjoy the video, please hit like button and subscribe my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.